One West, 125th Street. Look, y'all put y'all faith in presidents like they gon' change this country. Run the league and let y'all play cause y'all gon' make a money. Fuck Obama, he ain't come here on cargo slave ship. What the fuck he do for blacks in his administration? I'm waiting, patient like a saint. Black, Hispanic, Native, they hate your ass the same. Paint Christ in their image, paint you as a slave. God ain't all love, scriptures say he hate. African soul niggas, they know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in the cell toilet connected to the sink. Molested as a kid, she prostituted as a teen. The byproduct of Martin Luther King dream. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We living bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then the lies sound promising. Prophecy, gift and the curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folk forgave him, man, this shit is absurd. You should never love your enemy, that shit ain't gon' work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the UPK, taught me the art of war. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute. My brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't bandage no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run in Nashville and I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shock on my life. I want to be a gangster like a cop. Do this for my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My nigga, I can never be no African. UPK the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate about my brothers and sisters. We in hell, I ain't got nothing against them. That's another religion. If it ain't under your honor, ain't he murdered by them and got a hug from your honor. That's the way out for a coward in my observation. They don't fear the Lord, they indoctrinated. Wolves in sheep clothing, Joe Osteen. Real priests bringing back black royalty. One West on my headpiece, ranking order. Can't let them trick me off the streets, I gotta raise my daughter. I got brothers at the border ducking ice agents. I got the name change, it was life changing. My family thought it was a game, put on all black, they said I was going through a phase. There's more of us in jail than it was slaves. Chose by the Lord, we could never be the same. Soon as they born, the wicked go astray. They left the truth, they wasn't with us anyway. Niggas weak, they just saying anything to be truthful. We don't want no cowards anyway. Look, coronavirus, that's a plague. You don't get too much sleep when you waking up the dead. First camp, I cut off all my dreads. I took an oath when that oil hit my head. Niggas capping like they lids. I'm a priest, I never stick no fork in no pig. I was dead till I found out how to live. This brotherhood taught me how to be a man. I came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church. Came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church.
Yeah, you know what it is. 140 for the rapper, busy man shit, nigga. They turn their head over, nigga.
I pray where Eve did to Adam, I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like stamps and I can't let no holder lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Suckle up and stay alert. Another cop just stretch the nigga. He ain't demon, this an exorcism. Watch I bless the nigga. You took that open blood, then you know I'm gonna get active with you. From the opposition, I see vision. Let me paint the picture. Rappers can they spin, I ain't listening. Is it fact if revenge was a woman, I scope that bitch like Jack and Ryan War. We gon' run the summer. It's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers. Hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't do that. Bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas. Pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young baby. How you real trigger on them dots? You a bird feeder. Claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? What he saying something, I ain't hear. This shit life. It ain't all who got the gun. It's all who gon' up that fight first. I turn a bad situation to a game change. Bring soldiers from the dead. Just raised up the change. Free shots. I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand that feeds you. You'll never get that hand back. He bitching about 10%. I don't want to hear none of that. He dropping sword. Fuck him. Just make sure you get that cover back. Look around. He ain't with us. Probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody won't be Richard Porter. God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want. It's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. A certified woman's ass nigga. I am not a toy. Hey, I with that hollow sign. Yeah, this the rim accord. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville. You feel your boy. Still up on my bread. Still, I think that's all that I do. The way I get that boy lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his gang. Pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
You ain't no Israelite, but you a gospelite, bitch.
Fuck you talking about?
If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, but he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft coast shit, we bought it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. Sharp on shit, I'm about it. UPK too solid. Fuck nigga don't want war. It ain't enough clips in your army. All the bitches wanna take my piece. All the hoes wanna take my piece. All the nigga wanna take my piece. No, I can't let a dog take it from me. I can't let a dog take it from me. You a hoe study and you dummy. And these bitches really out this bitch walking around like they don't know nothing. And the lame nigga fall for them and get set up for the coins and get gunned down, man down. Should've took the time, get a damn no. But I see the shawty and I show her. She could never get a priest hoe. You a dirt ass, rust ass neck bitch with a fake ass jewelry. In Tennessee while I'm touring. It's a Tennessee, but she luring. And a sucker duck bitch ass boy, fuck nigga over that bit mugger. I say, if that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, but he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft coast shit, we bought it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. You a lame nigga down to me. Eat candy, but I'm sucker free. You a little nigga, ain't nothing to me. Base up, boy, I fit a beat. Yeah, AR-223. Draco with a magazine. Yeah, the clip run like limousine. I shoot your ass in the spleen. Boy, I bust your ass in the temple. We debating by the temple. Tell the truth, boy, you's a victim. And you squirm off like a lizard. Nigga walk down my road. Why does nigga come down my road? Boy, come down my road. Boy, I charge your ass toll fee. I'm a real big priest, nigga. UBK play for keys, nigga. Commanding to get a damn order, but ain't nothing to me to damn kill you. I stuck in his ass like a cat. All weapons, boys full of tech. Boy, like a close combat. Nigga got popped off for a neck. If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, but he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft coast shit, we bought it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch.
Christ said 7 women gonna be on one nigga in the end time. Nigga, fuck wrong with you, boy. Stretch by that damn hoe ass bitch. Fake ass nigga too. Dumb ass motherfucker. Fuck you. From Westworld.
Let's get it. Don't be sure, tell them make sure. If not, we gon' make more. Clips say it hold 20, but I think it could take more. Grab a stick, fire on your camp, we gon' make s'mores. I ain't satisfied with my spot, then I'ma take yours. No matter how many roadblocks in my way, I'ma break forward. This path I'm on is so damn narrow, I just stay forward. Put them on my plate, I'm never full, I just ate more. Put them on my plate, I'm never full, give me 8 more. Nigga, I don't sugarcoat shit, bitch, I'm straightforward. Don't give a fuck if they don't let me in, I just break doors. Ballin' so hard, they asking what team that I play for. Skimmer who? They ain't stopped making guns when they made yours. Sick with it, feeling like I woke up with stage 4. They ain't want the piece loose, but they opened up the cage for. Endure the pain, been through hard times is what I'm made for. Pay my dues, never left a wage, I just rage roar. So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world, got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
Still against all enemies. In high school, you was the man that's lost memory shit. Lost energy, never lost my energy. Never lose control, never losing. Dog, I plan to keep you. Lose your mind where I'm from. I ain't talking from what you see. I never lost soul. Losing time, wasting steady pace, and you off track. I'm on that. You pray to God, hoping He can save you. But the power about war, and that's a different angle. This another lost cause, and I'm just adding to the list. They not seeing me for that reason. Got a flash on the grip. Nigga, big priest. They gon' judge me by my increase. And I'ma keep stepping in these joys to the increase. Just got off the phone with Jacob, and he said it's time to shine. Certified, blue dot, put it on you, now you verified. One West world, bigger than World War III. Do not sleep, it's not cheap, and it's still top 3.
So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world, got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
Came on boats and then chains, so when I get rich, I'ma grab a boat and 10 chains with 12 ribs from each tribe. And each rib gonna have at least 3 kids. Yeah, I'ma have the deep squad. Been rapping since knee high. Now a nigga shack size. Spit that holy fire, when you hear it, you get baptized. One West world, yeah, you niggas know the logo. And I'ma bust it down so the haters see the globe. Let's have a feast, let's shine on our enemies. Right in their face, let's blind all our enemies. Cause now we have, but we come from half knots. Throw that cash on the ground, my nigga, let's cast lots. I started from the bottom, birthed out of mud, raised by gangsters, turned out a thug. I ain't give a fuck, burnt out I was, from hitting licks in and out and selling nicks in the drop.
So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world, got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
It's for the Lord. It's for the Lord. Pay your tithes when you get your money. Pay your tithes when you get your money. Huh? Pay your tithes when you get your money. Pay your tithes when you get your money. Money. Pay your tithes when you get your money. Money. Pay your tithes when you get your money. Melchizedek met Abraham returning from the slaughter of the kings. Abraham gave 10th of all his things. When a Christian rob God, that's a Christian robbing me. But you want to say, how does a Christian rob thee? Money. The pastor is robbing me. Money. The Christian pastor is robbing me. Bring me your tithes inside the storehouse, so it could be me and every UPK house. I is UPK the stone, Commander General is the pillar for the Lord's house. If you don't know the Bible, you won't understand what I'm talking about. And that right there might be bad for you, but listen,
This is something ye can do. Honor the Lord with substance and give him your first fruits. Give and watch it come right back to you. Endure to the ending. End this truce. Cause nobody is saved till Christ come back. Your pastor lie about you being saved just to get that stack. Evil ass pastor. That's all he's for, the money, man. You understand? Want your money? Come on, let's get it. Pay your tithes when you get your money. Pay your tithes.
Hey, yeah. You know how we do every Thursday night. Oh, I gotta control the sound. I gotta control the soundboard myself tonight. It look like it's dead. Welcome to another episode of Cross the Line Radio, hosted. I'll be holding it down myself, just Captain Tazaryach. I think I could do a pretty good job. I don't think I'm gonna do that bad. I need y'all to do me a favor. Those that are watching on not Cross the Line Radio, but you're watching on my channel, make sure you share. Because for some reason my channel got a flag this week, so I couldn't go live on the regular Cross the Line Radio channel. So we're going live on Captain Tazaryach in the Lab podcast. Few things to talk about. Slack Sharp. You could put the link up for the debate I got coming up. I actually got almost like a mini gauntlet coming up for the month of June. Let me see if I can get on my Facebook page real fast. 1 second, I'm gonna tell you what I got. What I got coming up in the month of June. Now, this is just in the month of June. I made what's funny is when I talk about the LGBTQ, whenever I put this initial on Facebook, people ask me what it means. So it's LGTBC, which means let's get the business clear. And so I have battles coming up the following dates. I got 3 battles. June 16th, I'm going to be versus this white boy named Joel Davis. This will be on Killstream's channel. This will be on the channel. If anybody remembers, I actually just put up a throwback on my channel where I battled a Jewish Zionist. I debated Dingo. I debated quite a few people on Killstream. Killstream is a white-owned radio show. They are actually not even on YouTube anymore. They're on Rumble. Rumble is another platform that's similar to YouTube, but it doesn't have the restrictions that other like YouTube has. It doesn't have those restrictions. So that's June 16th, which is a Friday. I believe it's probably going to be the 7 or 8 o'clock. I'll be doing it live from here in Harlem. So I'm looking forward to that. Then June 20th, I'll be battling Mike Holloway. Mike Holloway is a cat that I debated a few years ago. So that's going to be on Inside the Nation's channel. Shout out to my man Abaya. Abaya had the channel a couple years ago. I know he still has a channel, but he was going a different route. But he said he wanted to get back to the Inside the Nation. So he hit me up. I said, man, whoever you got, just line him up. And so he asked me if I would debate Mike Holloway. So I'll be debating Mike Holloway, and his favorite subject is salvation. Go figure. Which is every Christian's, you know. I tried to get him in the virgin birth. People ask me, right? People ask me all the time, like, why do I debate, or why do I want to somebody give me a Zondervan Bible dictionary? Can somebody give me the big Zondervan Bible dictionary? People always ask me, Kat, why did you study the virgin birth at such length? Why is that something that you vehemently talk about, defend, debate, battle on XYZ? And I'll explain why. And anybody on the stage, anybody on Clubhouse, of course, if you want to come up, if you got a question or comment, I appreciate y'all being in the building with us. And you definitely can ask whatever question or comment you have. Just raise your hand. I'll bring you up to the moderators that are on the stage. If y'all see somebody raising their hand, just go ahead and bring them up, no matter who they are. And then I got you covered. All right. So now people ask me, Kat, why do you talk about the virgin birth at length? Because the virgin birth is the end of all Christianity. It's the end of Roman Catholic Church once you debunk the virgin birth. And so, of course, people might say, well, what about the Trinity and stuff like that? if you destroy the virgin birth theory, you destroy the Trinity, because the only way you can have a Trinity is if you have the virgin birth. So of course I have to show you what I mean. So I'm going to read for y'all in the Bible, the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, what they wrote about the virgin birth. So when we tell y'all that the virgin birth is garbage, maybe you'll believe the writer. So this is the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. This is page 883 of the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. So I'm reading the 4th paragraph, page 883, and this is the big Bible dictionary that you got to get in order to get access to this right here. All right. So it says, yet few scriptural miracles have been more impugned or controverted. Thus, Walter Horton declares that a very solid contingent of leading Protestant thinkers now accept the orthodox doctrine of the incarnation while admitting their perplexity over evidence of the virgin birth. Ferrer, who wrote a Christian theology and ecumenical approach, Ferrer asserts that it is a pious adulation and should honestly most significant event. The reasons for the attitude are apparently threefold. First, the virgin birth is factually suspect. I'm gonna repeat that part. It says, first, the virgin birth is factually suspect. Now, even in the Bible dictionary, they tell you that the virgin birth is factually suspect. Then the second, right? So I'm gonna keep going. It says, I'm sorry. Second, the doctrine is polygamally hazardous. So now, yeah, that's a real word, polygamally. Listen, when I used to break this down, I had to look that damn word up. I said, damn. And every time I say it, I have to. It's almost like a tongue twister when I say it. So it says it's polygamally hazardous means. So what polygamy means, of or being polygamy, polemic, controversial, engaged, or in addicted to polemics, disputatious. So it's saying this is controversial and it's hazardous. That's what the writers of that's defining the things that are contained in the Bible are saying about the virgin birth. It says Horton in particular highlights the propensity of Roman Catholic dogmaticians to build a vast structure of Mariology, an inverted pyramid resting on the apex of the virgin birth. So what that means is it's almost like if you take a upside down pyramid. So if you have a pyramid and the pyramid is facing upside down, at the bottom of the point, so if a pyramid is upside down, what's holding it from swaying to the left or to the right and being destroyed? What's holding it is the virgin birth. So if you take the virgin birth away, it falls off. So this is what they're saying. This is not what I'm saying. So now it says, but this the funny part. It says, but surely there is no need of throwing out the baby of revelational truth with the bathwater of extravagant superstition. Meaning, the revelation is that the baby is the truth, the revealing that the Immaculate Conception as they teach it, or virgin birth as they teach it, is false. But you're not going to throw that out with the water of extravagant superstition. This is the third. The third, the doctrine is theologically pernicious. So now let's see what pernicious means. Pernicious is, I'm going to break it down. Pernicious is having a harmful effect, especially in a gradual or subtle way. So it's still hazardous, but now this has a gradual, a harmful effect. And this is why. So I'm going to read why it says it. Furr especially is afraid that the virgin birth implies a subtle docetism. If the virgin birth in any way endows Jesus with a predetermined sinlessness, or even more with some initial presence of God, which sets him off essentially from normal human beings, then the Son of God never took on our human nature. then we have, in fact, no real doctrine of the incarnation as the full union of God and man's nature. So when you talk about, when y'all ever see me while I hop on these type of battles, when I go into like virgin birth, okay, yeah, I'll take that battle. When y'all see me hop into these type of fights, it's because for me, even coming into the truth from a personal position, that was like something that was damn near like my license to sin. I could sin because Christ was born of a virgin. The only reason he can't resist this weed, like I go to church. I used to go to church, and after church, the weed spot was 2 blocks down. So on my way home, I'm banging that right and the right, picking up, make another right, and I'm on my way home because God loves the sinner. He just hates the sin. So when I come into the truth and they saying, well, you can't smoke this weed and you can't do this, you can't do that, and Jesus has a father, I said, yeah, I know he got a father. God is his father. No, Joseph is his father. Was mind-blowing about that because Carl is my father. So if Christ got a father like I had, and he still obeyed the Most High to the end, then I no longer had an excuse why I can't obey the Most High until the end. So now, okay, now I'm researching, I'm looking up the scriptures, I'm reading all of this, I'm doing all, and every time I asked a question, there was an answer for it. Even in nature, when it says his nature is not like ours, I'm saying, yeah, his nature ain't like ours because God made Mary pregnant. So of course his nature is not, it's damn near like Christ is like Superman, but we don't think that a man can be super unless he's born differently. But even when you think about it, Moses was a Superman when he brought the plagues. Elijah was a Superman when he called fire out of heaven. Hell, Elijah resurrected a dead boy. Remember when the fast came, they didn't have no food. And when that boy died, it was Elijah that laid over him and brought him back. So we got tons of superheroes. We got all type of X-Men and mass super Avengers and all that in the Bible, but they all had mother and fathers and they obeyed. So now if that's the case, then I can obey. And so that, I think that was super duper important. So that's one of the reasons why I go heavy with that particular thing. And the scripture I wanted to read, whenever I read that scripture, when it says he did not take on our nature, I'm compelled to read Hebrews, the 2nd chapter, verse 16, which says, for verily he took not on the nature of angels, but took on him the seed of Abraham. So now when it comes to what nature Christ took, now we understand the nature that Christ took. Christ took the nature or the seed of Abraham. And then there's a reason why. It says, wherefore in all things it behooved him to be made like unto his brethren. So now if it says it behooved him to be made like unto his brethren, the most natural question to ask is, well, how was we made? And we was made from a mother and a father coming together in sex and bringing forth a child. So if it behooves him to be made like that, that's how we was made. So that's why I do that. June 25th, we're doing something slightly a little different because this is our first. Hey, can y'all put this air on here? I don't know who cut the air off.
Yes.
Parataza. Can y'all put the air on? I don't know who cut the air off. So hold on one second. Bear with me 1 second, y'all. So what Chaataza created was, so y'all have seen me do debates on like Sinetta's channel and stuff like that. So Chaataza wanted to create his own platform, or a platform that we could utilize, that we could I don't want to say control, because I really like whooping ass on other people's channels. Like it's so beautiful to go on somebody else's channel and then beat them at home. The water. And so I like that better, because then they can't, because like if they come on the show, the funniest thing, even when I go so far back as when I first started doing like debates with Sinetta and them, the big thing used to be was y'all got the megaphone or y'all got the mic, because of course they coming in front of us at camp. So they're saying, well, y'all got the mic. So because y'all got the mic, that's why y'all have it. And I remember when we was in Black and Nobel, Ashar, do me a favor on YouTube, right? Search. I want to show you. I want to play some of that. It's a little throwback. And if y'all got anything y'all want to talk about, if y'all want to come up on the stage, I can gladly come up on the stage. That's fine. But search Tazaryach versus Polite. Search that for me real fast. Search that Tazaryach Black and Nobel. Search Black and Nobel is Nobel. Search that for me real fast.
Oh, okay, I did Polite first.
No,
Nobel?
Tazaryach, yeah, Black and Nobel. BLCK NOBEL. No, BEL. No, one E. I mean one B rather. I'm sorry. BEL. Search that. I want you to see that video 9 years ago. I want you to play that for a second. Now I'm gonna have him play. I'm gonna have Ashar play, and the reason why I want to have him play this video is because they said that without the mic, that we would lose. If they could get us, the whole thing was getting us in a closed environment, because in a closed environment we would fold. We wouldn't have the brash, the intelligence, the crowd. We would just lose because we were just some stupid niggas with a mic. That's what they say. So when they brought us in here, and to give y'all further backdrop, Sinetta and them lied to me about this sit down. And what I mean by lied to me, what they said was, they was like, I wasn't the captain, and they was like, Tazaryach, we want to go into an environment where we're just sitting down, so it's just going to be me, you, and Polite. That's what they said. So it wasn't going to be nobody else. So I'm thinking when they say Black and Nobel, I said, well, what is Black and Nobel? They said, well, it's a black bookstore like Barnes and Noble. So I'm like, okay, no sweat. When we get there, we go upstairs, and it's a whole room of people. They got people sitting down. They got people, they got Polite. He teaching with the mic. So I'm saying in my head, like, these niggas really try to set me up thinking I wouldn't be prepared. And so I want to play maybe like 3 minutes of this. And I think they do highlights when they in this particular video that you're going to play. And so you're going to hear and you'll see how the crowd was taken from Polite in this room. Can you play that?
Yes.
Right here. This is the weigh-in, baby. We are racist. And let me tell you something. Being racist is why we go out on the corners every day.
Boy, this was young, man. Look at Gabar. You got Gabar. Look, you got Soccer War. It's like 9 years ago. You still got, and these brothers are still with me, by the way. Gabar's still with me, and Soccer War is still with me. This is kind of nostalgic. Go ahead, play it.
Across the country, we in Philadelphia, DC, Baltimore, New York, Florida, California, South Carolina. We on the streets every week. The sisters say, what you're doing. We have drug rehab programs. We have GED programs. We have food programs that go out every week. So to say that we not doing nothing is false. This is the weigh-in, baby.
I need for you to scientifically prove that the female egg
No, don't stop. Just let it go.
is dead, and is this.
This the sister that said that a woman can get pregnant with the Bartholin gland. She said you don't need a man to produce. What you gonna say?
So, Salakia, sir, if I may, I was a blackity black during that time, and when she said that to you,
you saw
I had to go in the archives and say she's going off. You know what I mean? And I was blackity black. I was the person who was calling y'all the Christians. I was that guy.
The sister said that there's some fluid that comes out of a woman where she can get pregnant without us. I don't even think women want to know that. I do not think a woman wants to get pregnant.
How do they tap into that?
I don't know. But I don't think a woman wants to get pregnant without the act that comes with getting pregnant. You know the act that comes with getting pregnant. They call Give Her Some. It's available right now on cross on. Is it 50% off? 50% off sale. It's called Give Her Some. That's way better than the Bartholin gland. But now you need the Bartholin gland. Now I don't know why they call it a Bartholin gland because that's named after a white man. But for those wondering what a Bartholin gland is, the Bartholin gland is the semen is the fluid that a woman excretes that gets her moist when it's time to get busy. That's what that is. So when your woman gets moist, that's the Bartholin gland.
And that's sperm in there?
No, according to her, that's sperm in there. According to real life, no. Now with that, you can have immaculate conception. I ain't. Come on, bring me back to the fit. I ain't talking about that. Bring me back to the fit.
There's no life. That's one. Two, you said that the life comes from you. Now, if you study science, you'll find out that there's something called the Bartholin gland.
Right. No, I didn't notice that she was gonna say it. Bring it back a little bit so they can hear. Y'all gonna hear her say exactly what I just said. Bring it back. Get play it.
And there's no life. That's one. Two, you said that the life comes from you. Now, if you study science, you'll find out that there's something called the Bartholin gland that the female has. And this gland it makes her possible to secrete semen. Yeah. This means that she can create life without you. So if this is the case, hold on.
I want to know when it's been
So
done.
it's in science.
This the way in, baby. Yeah, and real rap. Let me tell you something. Real rap.
Don't do it.
You shouldn't even be talking to me if your husband is here. Real rap.
No, I ain't pausing that.
You should ask your husband that question.
Hey, back then, I said I wasn't gonna pause it. I said pause it right. Back then, I was wild as shit, y'all. I was crazy.
It was needed though.
Yeah, it was definitely needed because I'm bogarted into this world. When I say crazy, I was wild. Wow. Keep playing it.
Respecting your husband by talking because you should keep your mouth shut. That's what you should do. And honor your husband. Let me tell you something. This is the problem. This is the violation that goes on in this place. That's her husband. He has the power over her, and he should ask that question. He should have told her before they came up here. I want you to ask this question and let him answer. Let the men talk. I should not be addressing another man's woman, so that I don't run the risk of disrespecting her and not being a brother to somebody that might be a brother. She shouldn't ask me that question. This the way in, baby. A woman can only hear it through him. Where did you come from?
Spirit means breath.
No. Where did you really come from? This thing called the spirit that they be talking about, whatever the hell that means. Or the energy, or whatever it is that exists inside you, or consciousness. Who was your porthole, your wormhole, or your vortex to get here?
The woman.
The woman. But then the same people that come out the womb is going to tell you that there's no life in the womb. Like they never seen a belly swole up for a 9 months gestational period. The same people that come out the womb of the woman going to turn around and tell that woman that her womb is dead. Going to turn around and tell that woman, that she has to get her spiritual education from a man, but not the one responsible for bringing them through the vortex called the womb. And you wonder why we got to have this debate. And someone says, why are we teaching this? Oh, we ain't doing no work in the community. We cannot have our women here thinking that they have to learn spirituality exclusively through their man. That's just foolishness in my opinion. I'm not trying to disrespect these brothers, but that is foolishness to teach our children that. And that's why we upset today. December 7th is
I'm gonna let some.
This the way in.
No, let it go a little bit.
Baby. And I know everybody wants to probe their minds because I was the same way. It's addictive because I ain't know black people think like this. It's addictive. This the way in, baby.
This is just the preliminary. All right? Now, the brothers say that they got a bus leaving here on December 7th at 10 o'clock.
This the way in, baby. Hold on.
Listen. All right. We here at Black and Nobel definitely appreciate both sides of this debate. Remember, but for now, we do have... So you can get it tonight, get all your questions together for the 7th.
Has not always been a lesbian. Matter of fact, all right, even when she was in the Black Panther Party, she had a black husband at one time.
This the way in, baby.
One of you groups actively doing in your community.
I'm glad you asked that.
Your community. This is the weigh-in, baby. I'm glad you asked that.
I would really like to know that.
Now, before I answer,
hold on a second. That question, we're gonna answer that at the debate.
No. We can't do that.
Wait a minute.
Back up a little bit. This scene right here, back up something a little bit more. Let it play.
No. Dude, the court ain't but 3 feet long.
Now, the scene that y'all about to see, right? The brother Sutek that was the moderator, he was supposed to be the moderator for the debate that me and Polite was actually having. And what happened after this weigh-in, he wouldn't be a moderator because Polite got mad because nobody was asking him questions. They was only asking me questions. And Polite felt that he should have been making sure it was even. And so Sutek decided not to moderate for him. So you about to hear something. Play that right there. I caused all that. Like, you know, when Paul went in Acts, like the 19th, I forget which chapter, but it Acts when Paul see the Sadducees and Pharisees trying to jump up on him, and he's perceived one was believed in the resurrection. He said, I'm a Pharisee, and believing and made them start fighting against each other. I caused all that right there that day. Play it.
And that was the beginning of the fall of the conscious community.
Yes. This definitely marked the beginning of the fall of the conscious community, and they didn't even know. You want to say something?
Lucky, I want, if I may. This was when you came in, everybody started. I remember the conscious community was going to like you know what I'm saying, manifest destiny and all types of The Secret. So that's when that Bhakti grant started. You know what I'm saying? They started talking about that. So and you know what I'm saying, and it was a lot of brothers and sisters like, yo, what is this going on? It's not about information. It's about some, you know, pseudo. It was all those pseudo. That's how, you know, Bobby Hemmett, you know what I'm saying, Phil Valentine, all those, you know what I'm saying, brother Panic, all these people who's coming about talking about some metaphysics and all this other stuff.
And what made it good is as they started trying to call us pseudo, we start finding out a lot of that conscious stuff was pseudo. They just believe in this Egypt stuff. Like the worst thing they could have ever done was make me study Egypt, because I never studied Egypt at all. So like all the stuff that I know about Egypt now, I didn't know back in 2000. I think this is like 2000. Like I knew that there was gay stuff in Egypt. I knew the unlawful shit stuff that they was doing in Egypt, but I didn't know like the details that I know, like Gad putting semen in his mouth. I knew of Horus and Seth. I didn't know the details. I knew Akhenaten would be like some say the first transgender, because Akhenaten supposedly was a man that was acting as a woman, but I didn't know the details of it. And the worst thing they could do is let me of all people know that, because I'm not like a Zion Lex. He loves Kemet. You know, the nigga teach Metal Netta classes. A nigga like that is terrible. He's horrible for Israelites. If we was back in ancient Israel, we'd have to hang that nigga. We would have to hang that nigga because he want to go back to Egypt. I don't want to go back to Egypt. So yeah, he had the spandex pants on, you know what I'm saying? So he couldn't, like Zion Lex couldn't be a cat that's in charge of the nation of Israel, because he gonna have us learning Metal Netta, all that type of stupid shit. He can't do that. You need me, because I would be like Elijah, like slay these niggas, like kill these niggas. That's gonna be me. So bring me back. I want to get this video out the way. Yeah. Call fire out of heaven and say now. You gonna say something? Go ahead, play it.
Crazy, man. You know what I'm saying?
Look at his face. He's like so upset.
Which one?
Anyway,
Shit, man. Sutek was mad as hell. Sutek did not moderate the debate, because he like, man, I ain't mess with this bullshit, man, because they acting all emotional and shit, man. He not doing that. Keep going. Keep going.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, disrespecting people's place, man. Looking forward to this one. Looking forward to this one. We're gonna be fire. Nothing rough in a long time. Nothing what? In the bookstore?
Well, I actually do is calm down because you disrespect me. And I already feel so much that take away from a good event.
And don't forget, y'all. Let's see.
You can unshare it. That was like the first time. So like that's when these debates. So like from there to now, we've never controlled like the platform for it. So we never. What I mean by the platform, like, so Sinetta has events that you pay to go, which I think all of those events should be patronized. Like there should never be a time where we do a debate and if we say you got to pay $20, you don't do that. Like I think you should support these brothers. Now, what I'm speaking from is not from a spiritual perspective, but from an intellectual perspective, meaning if I debate a Christian and we're going to charge people $20 to see it, I think you should go because debates require a lot. Debates require me. Let's say, so I'll use me and Shaka debate that we had. So Shaka's a Kemet dude and I'm an Israelite dude. The subject was which one is better for our people. So now I have to go and research, right? So I have to go and do research to see where in Israelite history, culture is beneficial for us. I have to read books, I have to study links, I have to make sure this information is vetted, that is correct, that is accurate. And he has to do the same thing. And I think brothers should be paid for that amount of time because we do that with every form. You was gonna say something?
Constant. It's not just that, it's organizing the outlines for the debate, having a venue for a debate, being able to market and advertise for the debate, making sure that people know exactly how to get there, when to get there. It's a lot more than that.
It's a whole lot. And I think if you could patronize a movie, like I went and saw the Transformers yesterday. I'm gonna probably go see it again because I like this Transformers. Yeah, that shit was fire. Yeah, they got a new movie just came. Oh, I saw the advanced screening yesterday. That shit's fire. I might go see it again tomorrow. But like, if I could patronize that, which is not real, of course, I should be able to patronize something that benefits us. So I was always a proponent of supporting every Sinetta event. Before I even had my business, I was always at every Sinetta event. Sometimes I host it, sometimes I moderate it, sometimes I do all of that because that's a way where Black people can come together, support Black, and make money. So Chaataza created our own pay-per-view channel, which I believe the link. I'll take my link down, take my comment down, put the link put that link up. Right now, if you click that link, you can access the debate that myself and Yara is having. That debate is about is reincarnation in the Bible. That's June 25th. That's going to be the end of my gauntlet for June. And then I'll create another gauntlet for July, another gauntlet for August. I'll show y'all how to do this work. Like, I can show y'all better than I could tell you. Styles P got this line. Styles P did this song with Joe Budden, and one of the bars it says, "Cut from a cloth that God made." I sent that to Styles P in a text message, and he put it in his. I'm joking, of course, but I can show you how to do this work. So June 25th, I'll be having a debate versus Yara. It's the first debate that we're gonna have on the Cross the Line Radio platform, and we provide that service to anybody. You hit us up, we'll work it out with you and see what we're able to do. So those are the things I got coming up in June. You gonna say something?
And yeah, Constant, and just like you pay every month for that Amazon subscription, that Apple Music Care subscription, that Spotify, just like you subscribe to all these favorite things that you pay for. This also costs money to build. It costs time, sacrifice. It costs a lot of studying on how to create this website. And it's something that it will be able to benefit you, not just something you can listen to while you're working out. This is going to give you information that'll be able to help guide you and your family's lives going forward.
Perfect. And then before I go into, so there's two topics I want to discuss. One is the LGBTQ in their state of emergency. The other one is how a black woman causes murder with her emotions. And I'm going to show that too. Before we do that, we do got a caller on the line. I think it's 618. You see that one there, Ashar?
618-443. State your name and where you're calling from. You're on the line.
Okay, no sweat, brother. You got a question or comment? No sign.
That y'all do. Y'all changed my life. And that's, you know, and I y'all, you know, I'm a retired military veteran, but I was looking for, I was looking for food. You know what I'm saying? And I got what I needed. You know, and then I saw them, the purple guy, the purple guys. They went up there. You know,
brother.
I'm sorry, Cap. I didn't mean to cut you off, Cap. So I can, sir.
A little bit. You said you were part of the problem. What do you mean by that?
Part of the problem because I'm bringing Captain,
your goal.
No, not my captain. I'm talking about captain that be there with you, Chaataza. I say, why you ain't in class then? I'll bring his spirit to it. Why you ain't in class then? I am in class, Cap.
Okay.
You know, like, but it's just distance. You know, St. Louis is like 90 miles from where I'm at.
But you have online classes though, brother. So whether you could be there physically in the flesh or whether you be there online, class is class, brother.
Well, that count. That count then, Cap.
Yeah,
that count because I'm always in class.
But that's what I'm saying. So when we say get in class, it's not talking about always physical. You got some people that are truck drivers; they can't get in there. You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
It's not always about being physically in there, but in that online class, you're in class. That's why
I'm in class.
Yeah, that's why we take online attendance.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get my nephew in there, trying to bring him to the truth. He be hearing me when I'm in class.
Okay.
I'm like, be one of the brothers, get in class.
It don't sound like you. No, you heard me, brother. It don't sound like you part of the problem. It sounds like you in class.
I'm in class, Cap.
Christ, man, get out of hand.
Most High Christ, give General your honor a hand. Give him a hand. Right. I'm trying to bring my nephew into the truth. A lot of times, a lot of people got, issues when, they want to, eat the hog and all. I'm like, yeah, it's certain things that you got to give up. You know what I'm saying? When you in the truth. But guess what? We'll work with you.
Damn right.
And that's all I have to say. Damn right, Cap. I appreciate you, and I appreciate Cross the Line Radio. I'm in class. I submit to you, Cap.
I appreciate that, brother. We appreciate it. Was that it?
Yeah, yes, sir.
All right, no sweat. Also on Clubhouse, I brought my brother Pastor Sam up on the stage. I didn't know if you had a question or a comment, Sam.
Peace, bro. I just came in to listen, man. It's my first time actually listening to y'all's radio show. I just came in to check it out, bro.
God, you see, you ain't get kicked out of my room.
I didn't kick you out the other day, boy. It wasn't me, man. You welcome on my stage anytime. It wasn't me, bro.
Man. For those that don't know what I'm talking about, I would like to just highlight. I'm gonna tell y'all something funny, right? On Clubhouse, when I go in rooms, now this ain't Sam. It was Sam's room. For those that don't know how Clubhouse works, whoever you give a moderator badge to can remove people out the room. They can take people off the stage and stuff like that. So what I'm gonna say is no reflection of Sam at all. But what I find is that you see that video I just played with me and Polite back in 2010 or 2013, rather. I apologize. So now we're in 2023. So that's like 10 years of people knowing or hearing of whatever they feel about me, good, bad, doesn't matter. So it builds a reputation. What I always find on Clubhouse is when I interact with people and they see me come into the room, they treat me, I guess, however they felt about whatever it is I did on the internet. So there was a woman by the name of Sister Cherry. I go in the room, I go in Sam's room. Now I'm chilling in Pastor Sam's room. Like, Pastor Sam, you the brother that cried on me, right? I just want to make
I'm the one.
Okay, that's right. I just want to make sure I know who I'm talking to, Salakia. So, but me and Pastor Sam is cool. He said he did say that wasn't the Lord when I told him how I came into the truth. That's why I call him the crying pastor, Salakia.
right.
But I come into Pastor Sam's room, Sister Cherry in there with a mob badge. So when I see certain people, I purposely try not to talk because I know if I talk, they're gonna boot me out. So I raised my hand to come up on the stage. Pastor Sammy let me up on the stage. I'm chilling on the stage. I hear them having a conversation. I say like 3 words. Boom, I'm kicked out the room. Immediately. I go
all the way, not just off the stage, but out the room. I'm like, what the heck happened?
Yeah, like I got kicked out the room. They boomed you. So I go get my burner account. So everybody know I got my burner account at Supreme 888. It's not a secret. It's just a second account because I got 2 phones. I come up there. I raise my hand. I come up on stage. I say, Sam, why did I get kicked out? In the middle of me talking, I get kicked out again. Just the other day, was it yesterday? Either yesterday or the day before yesterday, I'm in this dude named Dr. Yosef's room, one of the ugliest niggas I ever seen in my life, Salakia. And so I'm in their room. They talking about the subject of that room was, can women teach the Bible, right? And so that room comes from people having a misconception. Women can teach. They just can't be in charge of men. That's the difference. So you see that in Titus, the 2nd chapter, it tells you let them teach the women, let them teach the children. There's a role, there's a hierarchy. I sat in that room for like an hour and a half. And what's funny is, as I'm sitting in that room, people in the comment section is like, yeah, we want Cap to talk. We want Cap to talk. And I don't know if he saw that shit in the comments, right? So I'm like 7th in the queue. And so as I'm 7th in the queue, I'm listening to everybody talk. So now I'm the next cat. So the sister Kerak, if I'm saying her name wrong, I apologize. She says, okay, Captain Tazaryach is next. So Dr. Yosef says, hold on. Before he goes, we're going to play this song. And so he plays some song. And as the song is playing, when I guess the song gets towards the end, that nigga kicked me out of the room too, man. That shit be funny. But if they was to ever come in my room, I would let them come in my room and I would let them, we can always have the conversation. So Pastor Sam, you are on the stage and I know you say you're checking out the show. On this show,
let me say this, man.
Wait, before I give you the floor, I'm going to let you say whatever you want to say. In this room, when we do Cross the Line Radio, it's specifically designed for people that want to challenge whatever it is they feel we believe. So when I give you the floor to talk, you can say whatever it is that you want. And if you have a question of where you want to challenge something that we believe, the floor will be yours. It will be fair. You will not be interrupted. So the floor is yours. I give it to you.
To use y'all's term, shalom.
No, we don't. Whoa. Slow down.
Did I say it wrong?
In ISUBK, we don't say that. We say shalom.
Shalom, then. Okay,
I appreciate it.
So, because I come in peace tonight. I didn't come to scrap. But here, I'm gonna tell you why.
You ain't gonna get booted. You safe.
Because when we, I know y'all saw the video. We was on the street. And what happened? Everybody knows what happened, but the IUCI, whatever the heck their name is, those are some cowards, man.
That's right.
And it's because, all right, like I've had discussions with Gadal before. He's never, disrespect me. Sometimes I didn't like actually what he said, but he's never been disrespectful. He's always been forthright kind of dude. I'm just talking from just man to man, because you respect men. If you don't, then you're not a man. As a man, you respect men, right? So I'm watching the video myself. I've been over it hundreds of times, right? And the one young cat he did the same thing to them that he did to me when I crossed like that kind of imaginary line that you guys have when you set up your space, right? So when the dude reached over the line, he pushed, he's like, man, and took the chair back and he pushed the dude. All right, I got that. But before all of that happened, and I don't know if y'all got a chance to see the entire video, there is a portion of the video where that's stuck in my mind is Goodall said, I'm willing to die for this one. You willing to die for what you believe? Something like to that effect. You might have to go back and look at it, right? And I'm thinking in my head, yeah, nigga, this, nigga, that, yeah, whatever, nigga, right? This was before the fight came out, right? But when old boy pushed the young cat back, the young cat went in, man, and Goodall and the other three cats, they defended what was theirs. We already know that you guys and myself, we have philosophical differences. But when it comes to the respect, my respect level went up a little bit for Goodall for standing by what he believed. It was like 40 of them, and it was just 4 of them. And they like, whatever, let's bring it. And then even when they had them on the ground, they was like, I can't say the words, but I'm like, okay. So, really much respect, man, to the brother Goodall for being a man and standing for what he believed in. Next time I'll come with the fire.
I'm gonna send it to you, Fire. I'm gonna message it to you then.
Okay, that's exactly how Commander General Yohana has raised us to be no cowards and to protect what's ours. And, what everyone
okay, I'm typing it to you now.
Was for us, it was
all right, I just sent it to you, Fire. So I'm gonna step out. I just want to let y'all know I was live. Right?
Just like when Captain Tazaryach crossed the line, they actually decided to cross the line that day, and 4 men had the heart of 1,000 men.
Slakia.
You still there?
Hey, my bad.
Yeah, I'm here, man.
My bad. I was taking care of a phone call, but you're right. Those brothers did have the heart to stand up against those men. It's an unfortunate incident between that should not have taken place. So I agree with what you're saying.
Like I said, next time I come, I'll bring the heat. I just came by to listen, man.
Oh, okay. We call that a little scared, but it's all right. I got 2 subjects to go into. I mean, I know scared talk when I hear it. Salakia. I know scared talk when I hear it. Salakia. So now what I want to play real fast, and Sam, you don't have to leave the stage. You can stay on the stage. And of course, if you ever have a question, if you do get the heart of what we call where I'm from, the balls, to ask a question and challenge, by all means, unmute and challenge. So now what I want to play is this video. I want to do the black woman first, right? So there was this cat, this NFL player, for those that don't know, I'm saying former NFL player. So there's a former NFL player. I just want to read some of this article. Former NFL player gets found not guilty. And I'm going to show you, like, women should stay out of men's business. Right. That's facts. But also, women should learn how to share their man too. Salaki. I did a lecture on this back in 2015. I did a lecture called How to Share Your Man. Now you might say, Cap, you a man. How can you do a lecture called How to Share Your Man? But only a man is going to teach you how to share your man. I'm sorry. A woman is not going to teach you. A woman is going to teach you to take your man. Let me be quiet. But so there's a brother by the name of Travis Rudolph that was arrested, and he had to face charges of murder because a woman he was dating got into his phone and found out he was talking to other women.
Also testified that he
Pause it. Don't play it yet.
No, sorry, I had a loading.
Got into it, and what she does is she involves, because she was upset and because she was emotional, she calls her brother or texts her brother to go and now get vengeance on this cat because he has other women. The text she gave was, shoot his shit up. That's a text she sent her brother. And a brother lost his life behind that. And that's the danger. Like, women don't really realize how irrational they are. I want you to play this clip, and then we're going to talk about it. You got the clip? Please play the clip.
Yes, sir. Right here.
You've also testified that he picked you up off your feet and slammed you to the ground 2 times. Is that correct?
Correct.
Is that correct?
Correct.
So he literally picked you up off your feet and then slammed you to the ground on 4 occasions.
Correct.
And you testified that he was disrespectful yesterday. That's the moral of the story. Is that correct?
Correct.
Isn't the moral of the story is that you sent your brother and his friends to go kill Travis?
No, the moral of the story is him putting his
friends to go kill.
Bring it back a little bit more. She gonna tell the real moral of the story. Getting into an argument with your man because he got another woman does not mean he deserves to die over that. You can listen, if you don't want to share your man, I don't know why you get with a man, because you get with a man, you're going to share him. I'm sorry. You might find, you know how in the scriptures when it says, out of 1,000, I found one? Like in the scripture says, out of 1,000, I didn't find no woman out of 1,000. But out of 1,000 men, I found one. That's what it's like finding a man that is only with one woman. I'm not saying that you can't get you a man that only wants you. You can. But that's rare. That's not the norm. It's something that a man is forced into. That's why most of the time you'll see what is the term called? Side chick. Where a man is telling one woman that he doesn't want no other women. He only wants you. And that's a lie. And here's what's funny about it. Most of y'all women know it's a damn lie. You know it's a lie, but you would rather believe the lie. I remember Jasmine Sullivan, excellent singer. She had a song, I'd rather live a lie. Don't tell me the truth. I'd rather live a lie. And most women would rather live the lie of I'm his only woman. I check his phone. I smell his balls. I check his drawers. He's only with, they would rather have that instead of just saying, you know what? My man has other women. I'm going to share them and just walk in. Like, imagine just walking into a relationship knowing you're going to share your man, as opposed to the stress and trauma of believing that he's not. And this is a football player she dated. I mean, goddamn, this is a football player. This ain't even a cat that's working like McDonald's or Home Depot. Although I was working at Home Depot, I had multiple watch slides. That's another subject. But this ain't a cat. That's God to, right? That's God to. So this ain't even a cat. This ain't even. I was at Home Depot, but this ain't even a cat that was. This is an NFL player, and so in your head you believe that he's only dating you, and you see the stress that comes with it. And now, here's the flip side also. Brothers got to stop lying too.
Right.
Like, you got to have some cojones. Is that's how you say it, right?
Cojones.
Cojones. You have to have mucho or grande cojones. I got it. So you can talk to a woman and say, hey, you know, I got X amount of women already. You sure you want to tag along with that? I mean, and why? And now, in realistic, from a realistic perspective, right? Why do you want to be honest? Because when a woman or a man enters into any bond or union, if they think it's one-to-one, a woman is going to naturally think, okay, outside of his job and maybe a hobby, I'm taking all his time. Now, you tell that woman, hey, I got 4 or 5 wives or whatever. Now she knows if I continue this relationship, I can't have the mind state of having all his time. So it's an immediate adjustment. And a lot of times brothers would rather lie because they're afraid of their woman, whether it be afraid of losing that woman, whether it's some type of seductive tactic. You ain't got the heart to just be a man and say, you'd be surprised how many brothers that have side pieces, right? And then I have conversation with them and I say, well, I got wives. All of them know? I say, yeah, they know each other. Like, And the thing about when you think about from a multiple wife perspective, most people think that every woman has to get along with each other. That's not true. Because they're not married to each other. No woman is married to a woman. That's lesbianism. The only person they're married to is you. That's it. They're married to you, and whatever relationship you have with them, that's it. Now, can there be a scenario where the wives get along? Of course, but it's not something that's mandatory or mandated by God or culture. There is no culture that says they all have to get along. You don't have to have that. So when you have that relationship, when you're upfront and honest, a woman, believe it or not, will willingly walk into that relationship if you're more honest than if you're on the side. And them brothers, I say, yeah, they all know. They be like, word? How do you get away with that? God. And I never really, you's a bad nigga. I wish this damn iPhone with this shit was charged up. I'm going to give you a headshot. It's not, it won't charge. Shit won't charge. Shit won't come on. Because I want to give Ashar a headshot because he called that God tier. I got an oil call. Listen, the best. Now I want to say the best oil because I think Stronghold is like one of the best. I'm wearing it today. Gold butter. Shout out to Captain Cod. Gold butter is the only oil he wears. But God's here is a whole nother level. And so when you can be honest with a woman and tell her what, first of all, y'all don't realize how attractive it is when you actually have the heart to tell a woman that you have other women. That's attractive in its because just like a man is surprised that a woman has, that a man has more than one woman and he tell him, a woman is also surprised by that as well and intrigued. She's intrigued because all her life she used to being lied to about a woman on the side, or she is the woman on the side. As opposed to you mean I can be with you and yeah, you have other women and I'm not mad about it and you're not going to hide me. You're not going to deny me. You're not going to put me on the back burner. It might start off as interest, meaning like they want to get to understand it. And the next thing you know, Cap, I mean, nobody knows how many wives I got. Slide. That's like the biggest mystery on the earth right now. Like how many do Cap have?
It should.
That's
right now. The room is 20, sir.
The room is 20. I think
the room is 20.
That's too low. Last time I
look at Ashad said that's too low. Good night.
What's the over under, Cap?
I'm not doing nothing.
We play some bets.
But you don't realize how much of an aphrodisiac, and so all of her jealousy over him having another woman, over him having another woman. You want to say something, Chaataza?
Yeah, sir. What you're saying so hard, body one West. It always turned out to be the women just want the choice to say no or yes. You don't have to lie to women,
right?
And they just want the choice. And I'm gonna let you know, the majority would say yes.
That shit like the Matrix. Listen, that shit like the Matrix. You ever see the Matrix? Not the first Matrix, the second Matrix. And the Matrix Reloaded, right? And the second Matrix Reloaded. Not the woman. Keanu Reeves, he finally gets in the door and he meets the architect, right? And so when he's sitting with the architect's sitting there, he turns around like a little devil and shit, do this shit right here. He do this right here. So he turns around, and as he's talking to, he said he breaks down the Keanu Reeves, or what is the name of it? Neo. He breaks down to Neo that this ain't the first time that they created the Matrix. They've had several Matrices. And although they was created beautifully, they failed until they created choice. As long as the humans had a choice, they accepted the program.
Right.
So to you brothers, as long as you give a woman a choice,
Right?
let me free you from the Matrix. The blue pill or the red pill. Give a woman one of them pills. The red pill, you sharing. The blue pill, you go back to some whole shit, lasciviousness, you catch a disease or whatever that shit does with the blue pill. Now, just so I could be right, in the movie, was the red pill the one that freed Neo?
Hey, Alexa,
yeah.
Which pill did Neo take to get out the Matrix?
From whatculture.com. As Morpheus famously explains, the red pill allows our hero, Neo, to free himself and enter.
Shout out to Alexa. Let me tell y'all something. Alexa is the baddest bitch. She don't disobey. Alexa is the only bitch don't say no.
She gets stubborn sometimes, though.
So like, but Alexa is correctable. Salaki. Anyway, that's the joke, sisters. Y'all correctable too. Don't get all touchy. That's God.
So like if I could, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, just like not really, just give you a shout out, right? Like my my daughter had really bad eczema, right? And we ordered some body butters from you. I think it was like the baby powder, body butter. Man, they cleared her stuff up, man. It was crazy. That was crazy. So I just want to give a shout out to you for making them body butters, man. You like we couldn't find anything to clear up her eczema. But that cleared it up. Salakis.
I appreciate that, brother. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna make an oil. You call that bitch red pill. I ain't lying, nigga. I'm gonna make it red pill. I'm gonna make it a quote. For you women want to get free, get the red pill. All right. Shalayala said the rumor is Alexa's one of your wives. Could be.
Hey, Cap.
Yeah, what's up?
I need an oil that Edomites don't find flattering. Today I got. I'm rocking that royalty, right?
Hey, I can't help that. I can't help that.
And this white woman told me I smell good, and I almost puked. Like I'm talking about cutie, you smell good, and I was just looking like, oh my God.
You should have sent to the website, man. Let that white woman buy something.
Man, say she cuz.
I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna make an oil, call it red pill for the ladies. Appreciate it. Red pill coming your way. Why the red pill coming your way? So now, if this woman would have took the red pill, she would have never got angry. Now it's twofold, so I don't want to take away the responsibility of what the brother should have done, because the brother should have been up front. Now, and then I don't know. In fairness, I don't know if he was hiding it or not. So after she sees the video, after she sees his phone and that he got women. That's why when we play this clip, give me back to the clip, Ashar.
Yes, sir.
Ready? Give me back to the clip. Yeah, I'm ready.
Isn't the moral?
Bring it back a little bit, because now we're gonna see. Bring it back more to 20, to the 20-second mark, because she's gonna say the moral of the story is he hit her, and then the attorney is gonna say what the real moral of the story is, and then she's gonna say what she said. Paradas, I want you to get in the Apocrypha for me. Give me Ecclesiasticus 25:13. All right. And you're going to read. Go ahead, play it.
Respectful yesterday. That's the moral of the story. Is that correct?
Correct.
Isn't the moral of the story is that you sent your brother and his friends to go kill Travis?
No, the moral of the story is him putting his hands on me. That is really the basis of everything. And I didn't send my brothers to kill him.
No, you just sent a text.
Now she's going to say she didn't send her brothers in there to kill him. That's what she claimed. Watch what the white woman says.
And I didn't send my brothers to kill him.
No, you just sent a text to go shoot up his right?
She sent a text to the brothers, to her brothers, to go shoot up his shit. I don't know where y'all from. Shooting up his shit is shooting him and the shit. It ain't just shooting up his shit, because you go into his house. If he's there, who else getting shot? Him and the shit. Everybody getting shot.
Everyone, family, whoever
is there. And that's the sad part. His brother is there. Whoever is there is getting shot. Bring it back a little bit. Let's play that part again.
No, you just sent a text to go.
And my brother, that is really the basis. The moral of the story is him putting his hands on me. That is really the basis of everything. And I didn't send my brothers to kill him.
No, you just sent a text to go shoot up his right?
I didn't say shoot him.
You sent a text to go shoot up his right?
Correct.
Tell the jury what.
You sent the text.
And she said correct.
Now, I'm assuming her brothers must be about that life, and she knows that. There's a story, if somebody could find this story, in the Bronx, and Ashar, I don't know if you remember, in the Bronx, This brother got killed.
Junior.
I knew.
In the bodega.
Give a shot, fucking.
Because we spoke about it when we went to the Bronx.
Right, when we went to the Bronx, we spoke about Junior. Now, Junior was a brother who a girl said he was it rape?
Had sex with.
Had sex with, and she was lying. And Junior got killed. Can you find that story?
Yes.
Can you find that story for me? 5 gang, is that the one? 5 gang members plead guilty? Is this the one?
Yes.
Let me see if this is.
This is a more current one.
Is this the Junior one?
Yes.
This is 5 gang members killed this brother Junior over something he didn't do because the woman was in her goddamn emotions. Right. You women need to control your emotions. Listen, I teach my ribs, before you do anything emotional, just sit your ass down. Wait until you hear from me to tell you what to do. And now people will think that's strange. Why she got to wait for you? But every woman that controls their emotions will understand the value of sitting and waiting. You do not have to, when you go with your knee-jerk reaction, that's not the reaction you're supposed to go with. You have to be, men are logical, women are emotional. That's why a woman without a hedge or without a protection, that's why I said the scriptures say, there the protection is spoiled. Without someone, it don't have to be your husband. It could be your father. It could be your brother, but you need a man over you in some capacity. In some capacity, a man should be instructing you. You got the article where it says?
Yes, sir.
Where does the part where the woman, I just want where the woman lied.
Here they're saying that they mistook him from a member of a rival gang, but the initial reports was that they had a picture that they got from one of the guy's sisters.
I need you to find because the sister told them it was the wrong person. Like whoever the sister said it wasn't that person. That's what I need you to find. But if you can look for that for me, because I want to play the rest of this clip. I want to get the rest of this clip out the way.
Shoot him. To kill him.
No, you just sent a text to go shoot up his right?
I didn't say shoot him.
You sent a text to go shoot up his right?
Correct.
Tell the jury what is.
When you're angry, you say things.
Bring it back. Listen, and this is every woman USA. Every woman, they'll blame it on their period. They'll blame it on their hormones. They were hungry. They'll blame it on, I woke up this morning, let a woman have a bad dream about your ass. You could be having sex with Sandy in her dream. Sandy gonna be on your ass all day when that woman wake up from that dream. There's nothing that affects a woman emotionally that without a head, she doesn't know how to handle. Keep going. Bring me back.
Constant. Ready?
Yeah.
Jury, what is?
When you're angry, you say things. I'm sure everyone in this
angry, you say things. And her anger sent a text to her brother to go shoot up his shit. 4 brothers came, 2 got shot, 1 died. 1 ended up in critical condition. This brother had to go to trial for that shit and was found not guilty because he defended himself because she sent them to his house. Now imagine if she called her brother and said, I just found out my man cheated on me. More than likely that brother, because he out there in the world too, dipping and dabbing, he gonna say, okay, no sweat, don't worry about that shit. Who gonna say go kill it? That's what I'm saying. But over women, in the Apocrypha, it says the strongest thing, there was 3 wise men. I think it's First Ezra, the 3rd chapter, I believe, where the king is asking, what's the strongest things on the planet? And they talk about wine. They talk about the king. When they talk about that woman, and I don't know what the Lord did when he created vagina, but that is marvelous. Give vagina a hand slap.
I would take you guys swimming, but we don't have our swimsuits.
Save on top brand swimwear at Sierra.
Let me go back. I want to give. Why are you doing this to me right now? I want to give vagina a hand. When the Lord created that, he broke the mold because men go crazy. And it ain't so much just the vagina. I know it's good to say just the vagina, right? But in a man's mind, owning his wife, when the scriptures say, when you get a wife, you beginneth a possession. And people don't like to believe that sex is marriage. They don't like to believe that. But from a biological and a spiritual and a manhood sense, when a man dominates a woman and when a woman gets dominated by a man, there is an instant connection that's supposed to exist. We don't understand that today because sex is looked at as nothing. Right now, my man Zion Williamson, this is an NBA, listen, not the sidebar. Zion Williamson is an NBA basketball player, and this is what mind boggles me about entertainers and men that have money. For some reason, no matter how much money a nigga gets, he still wants to have sex with whores. I could never understand that. They either want to have sex with whores or think about this. Kanye West, with all that money he got, married Kim Kardashian after watching her get pounded out by Ray J. That became the woman he wanted to marry. For some reason, whores, and I blame social, what's the term I could use? Being so it's a social, I don't want to use the word construct, and I'll come up with the word, but it's a social engineering. There's a social engineering that take place. I was talking to my rib the other day. You ever see that movie Pretty Woman?
Yeah.
What's Pretty Woman about? Who knows?
A white whore.
Salakia, sir. Pretty Woman is about a prostitute woman that's hoping for a millionaire to get her off the streets.
Did she get the millionaire?
Oh, Khan.
She got the millionaire.
Khan.
What that teach us? You could turn a hoe into a house article. That's what it teaches us. We glorify getting the woman. Think about the love story. The love story, that woman getting pounded out by another man. But when the right man comes, he's the man for her, not the man. Like, we condition ourselves to take on whores. That's what we condition ourselves for. And that's not the way God intended. So when you lay with a woman, when a man lays with a woman, in his important that when you lay with a woman, a man instinctively thinks, I own her. And then that becomes the battle because the woman been conditioned that she's only married when she gets a piece of paper. So she says, you don't own me. He's saying, I do own you because you done had the sex. Because you don't allow that man to humble you, he wants to now control you, which is his right. You know when it's his right not to control you? When you didn't let him penetrate you. Have you ever had sex? Oh, you had sex before, right? Right, a few times, right? I like that answer. A few times, right? You ever see, the difference between sex and rape is consent. But both of them are extremely physical if it's good. So I don't know how y'all get there. I got an oil called Magnum, Uncle.
And give him some.
I got an oil called, let me slide the water. I got an oil called Magnum. You got to open your hand when you say it. Now, everybody can't open their hand. Lord be with you. But you got to open your hand when you say it. It's called Magnum. I got an oil called Magnum, right? Because when you actually having sex, that woman is getting extremely physically dominated. Right. Now, she ain't built to be dominated by 5 niggas. She not. That's why she become mentally off, and that's science. She becomes mentally off because she's not physically, chemically, or spiritually meant to give herself to multiple men. She's not built like that. And so when you do that, you become more irrational. And this woman did an irrational thing and cost the life of one brother, put another brother in critical condition, and then put another brother on trial for something that she could, if she took the red pill and shared her man, she'd have been like, oh, okay, when you going to see her? What? Give me my schedule. That's all you need is a schedule. You just need a time. Okay, I know women don't like to hear it that way, but if you're in a plural relationship, it's all about scheduling. It's all about communication. It's all about all of those things. Do you have the scripture I asked for, Ecclesiastes 25:13?
Ecclesiasticus 25:13. Give me any plague, but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness, but the wickedness of a woman.
Because the wickedness of that woman brought death to somebody that wasn't thinking they was going to die. And it wasn't even her brother. It's a cat that came along with the brother. So she tell her brother to go shoot up the ship. That brother bring 3 other men, and now one of them is gone. That's all falls on her. I guarantee you. You see how she said the moral of the story is don't, because in her mind, she still don't think she's guilty. Proverbs 9:13 said, "Foolish woman, a foolish woman is clamorous and simple and knoweth nothing." That's a foolish woman, and that's what this woman was. A foolish, simple, dumbass woman that got angry because she realized her man, who's a football player, I don't know what in her right mind ever made her think. I mean, she should learn from history. Listen, Kobe's wife didn't leave, and he out there sleeping with. That's another thing. Kobe's sleeping with the damn janitor. I mean, not the janitor. What? The woman that cleaned the damn hallway, clean beds. This Kobe Bryant,
when he got that beautiful Latina at home.
Listen, you're telling me that I'm telling you, our psychology in America for black men doesn't matter if you're rich or poor. We're horrible niggas. Horrible. Our selection of women is completely and utter horrible. This is Kobe Bryant after this nigga done won championships. This nigga done won back to back to back.
Isn't that like Tiger Woods and the stripper?
Go ahead, Malak. What'd you say?
Tiger Woods and the stripper.
I'm gonna get to that next. Go ahead, Malak.
What was crazy about the Kobe situation? He was like the 8th nigga that hit that night. Like, that's the type of woman where he was like the 8th nigga.
I remember D.L. Hughley.
That was nasty.
Nasty. That's what I'm saying. No, because when you think about it, I remember D.L. Hughley was like, I ain't saying she ain't get raped, but they found like 4 or 5 different semens inside of her. Just think about that. You be thinking that woman that you see online, that Yahweh Shema thumbed you to death. Shalom King, I've been waiting for you. She got semen in her right now. When she got semen in, semen stay in there for 3 days. I don't know if y'all know. I know this because when I was trying to have a child, they said when you ejaculate into a woman, the sperm sit there for 3 days. That's why it's very homosexual to share your woman. If you were a woman that got a man and you sleeping with her, just know when you stick your penis in that rod, you touching sperm. Unless you got a little ting-ting. So
Hey Cap, I got that precept and it was First Esdras, if you wanted.
In the 3rd chapter, can you read that for me?
Maybe it's a different one. The one that says on this First Esdras 4:27.
That might be the one.
Many also have perished, have erred, and sinned for women.
You see, we say it again.
Many also have perished, have erred, and sinned for women.
That's what they have done. Many have perished and erred over women. Kobe Bryant offered 3 championships, still slept with the hotel cleaning lady. Y'all ever see that movie, The Ringmaster? These is hoes. And so that tells you that even a man's side, without this truth, you don't even know how to pick a woman. And when I say without this truth, I ain't talking about a brother that's been in here 30 days. I'm talking about you as a man have to also get seasoned in this truth so that you can learn how to actually pick a woman, because you don't know how to pick a woman. That woman don't know how to pick a man. And not the sidebar. You know who do women look for advice to pick a man? Who knows?
They're single friends.
I would love to tell you that's the case, but that's part of the case. Who else?
Men who's part of that unique lifestyle, the homosexual lifestyle.
The LGBT community is who women go. Listen, I've been in rooms. There's a sister Kim on the stage right now, right? We run rooms together. Yeah, she on the stage right now, right? We run rooms together in the Black Bar. She got a room she got called the Black Bar. I love running rooms with her, right? And so I go into Part of the reason I run rooms with her is because she taps into a select set of people that probably wouldn't listen to us because they would say, oh, that's them niggas in them clown suits, Power Rangers, etc., like that. So she'll have rooms that I'll tell her, title the room, the black man ain't this, or I will tell her to title it that way because I know her audience. So her audience wants to bash black men. So we get into the room, and then our job as Israelites is to show the black man superiority, right? But in those rooms, if a gay man comes into that room, they listen, a gay man can call a woman a bitch and nobody will say nothing. I say it. Why are you talking like that, Tazaryach? I thought you was better than that. You're supposed to be Israelite, believe in the Bible. I'm not supposed to say that. But a gay man coming there, and this is how you say, I would not make my voice like a gay man. But when he'll come in there, he'll say, hey, what's up, bitches? And you know what they do? Kiki, hey, what's up? And they will accept that. And then when they give advice, they will listen to that. Here's the psychology about that is that gay man is telling straight men that he's better than you. And they let the gay man tell them they don't know how to dress. Now, a woman don't even realize that she's losing more of her femininity because now a male man is telling her how to be a woman, how to dress, how to put her hair, how to put her nails on, how to wear shoes, how to paint her toenails, how to get a man. How does a man tell a woman how to get a man? But they listen to that. Our women destroyed out here. They destroyed out here. I need to get back to read verse 17 in that same chapter. Mm-hmm.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 25 verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
The wickedness of a woman changeth her face.
Changeth her what?
Her face.
The wickedness of a woman, because a woman can be beautiful. The scriptures say the beauty of a woman without discretion is like a jewel in a swine's snout. So imagine this beautiful woman, but she has no order to herself. It's like a jewel in swine. That means it's all unclean. Keep going.
And darkeneth her countenance like a sackcloth.
When it says darkeneth her countenance, that's this woman sending a text message. Sending a text message. Shoot up all this shit. Shoot up your shit. I want to get to the next article before we close out. Again, the phone lines is wide open. I did want to take this time to touch on these subjects. This kind of like the way the radio show used to run when it used to be called Israelite Vibes. We used to do articles and take phone calls. Yeah, it was up in Mount Vernon. But if anybody want to come up on the stage, of course, you can raise your hand. If you got a question, it could be on any subject. Shout out to the people with rocking with us on Clubhouse. If y'all definitely got a question off subject, you can raise your hand and ask your question. If you're on YouTube, the phone number is 917-779-9499 if you want to call in. I do want to get into this next article. This is in regards to the LGBTQ. Yeah.
So real quick, also, if you check the news article from the New York Post on June 29, 2018, it says that the father of Junior, who was killed, right? The father of the girl in the sex tape tied to the murder was disgusted. And it said that the father of the girl in the sex tape that Katsay may have led to Junior's murder told the Post he is angry and apologized to his victim's family.
Why did he apologize, Ashar? Did it say why he apologized?
Yes, it says Javier, whose last name is being withheld by the Post because his underage daughter may be a sex crime victim, said he immediately recognized her when his brother sent him the video on Facebook. I cried a lot. It's disgusting to see my daughter in a video like that. Knowing his daughter would have been 13 and 14 years old when the video was taken. I don't know what happened. Their mother doesn't raise them right. It's pathetic.
And the biggest part about all of that, it wasn't even that cat, Junior.
Right, sir.
Mm-hmm. You mean the next article?
We got the article and we have the video that you wanted to.
It was a video? What video?
Yes. the MMA fighter.
Thank you, the water. So I want to get this article first. So this article here is a state of emergency declared by the LGBTQ. Back in 1973, right, there was a DSM change. DSM
4, I think. No, in the 60s.
No, it was 1973, something like that, I believe.
No, I thought it was 19. I did a speech.
In 1973, the American Psychiatric Association (APA) removed the diagnosis of homosexuality from the second edition of its Diagnostic and Statistical Manual (DSM).
Right.
Does anybody know how this got changed? Sure.
The bullying of the LGBT community.
Can you give a little detail?
Yes. So since the 1959, the LGBT had been bullying the APA. So they've been lobbying. They've been saying that it causes a stigma on the LGBT community, and there was just lots of pressure through Congress, through health networks, that they were finally able to get the highly trained physicians of the psychiatric world who have been doing this for decades and centuries.
Right.
They finally were able to bully them into removing it.
One part you're missing. They rated the reason why San Francisco is heralded as like the state of or the capital of the LGBT community is because that's where they rated and forced them to actually make the change. So in 1973 is when they made it. And for those that don't know, before 1973, that lifestyle was considered a mental defect. It was a mental issue before 1973.
Mental disorder.
Mental issue, mental disorder, appreciate it. That's what it was considered. After 1973, it was no longer considered that. And that's important because now in 2023, they're saying that they're declaring a state of emergency. So I want you to read, Ashar.
Yes.
Can you put the link up there? I want you to go where it says in a stark warning. That link right there. Scroll down. Oh, you pasting the link in there?
Yes,
Good
sir.
job. Now go down, scroll down, and a stark warning. Can you read that in a
Yes,
stark
sir.
warning? Appreciate
This
it.
is the article called State of Emergency, the LGBTQ Americans Giving Dire Warning from Human Rights Campaign. This was written by Claire Thornton, published on June 6, 2023. It says, in a stark warning to the LGBTQ Americans and their loved ones, the country's largest gay rights organization Tuesday issued a state of emergency over anti-LGBTQ laws passed across the USA.
Now remember, this is about, and somebody get that Target with, I think it was in Target.
Yeah, they losing a lot of money because of that.
Target lost a lot of money. Grab that article for me. Target loses money, loses like $6 billion. Was it $6 billion?
I thought it was more. 9 billion.
Yeah, we're gonna come up with that article next because that's gonna go right in line with why they're saying the state of emergency. And here's, if it was just about being free to sleep with who you want, then it wouldn't be a problem. Nobody's in their bedroom. Nobody is going in any of their bedroom to control who they're sleeping with. When you have a demon on you, it's not enough for you to just have the demon. You know, in the scripture, when Christ say you must worship the Most High in spirit and in truth. The truth is knowing the law. The spirit is making sure everybody else knows it too. So like in ISUBK, it's not enough for us to just know the truth and keep the commandments. It's important for us to go out and make sure everybody else knows it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here. If we just all kept it to ourselves, none of us would be here. If Commander Jenny Hanna just kept it to herself, it'd just be him somewhere sitting in the Virgin Islands or something like that, just chilling, keeping the commandments.
And your light would be dim.
Your light would be dim. But when you have the spirit, you make sure. Never in your mind think that on the left-hand side that spirit doesn't also exist. That spirit also exists. So for them, It's not enough to be allowed to have sex with who they want to have sex with. They have to show you, and you have to accept it too. That's the spirit they want you. The spirit they want you in is to accept every single thing that comes with what they deem is their lifestyle. That's why all the letters keep getting at it. The letters keep getting at it. Damn, there's like 7 heads and 10 horns.
Yeah.
So
You ain't lying.
you know, it's 7 heads and 10 horns. Like, because it's like you got the L, and then you got the G.
LG.
Now you got the B.
Q.
Now you got the T. Now you got the Q. Now you got
the I, the A.
What's the I and the A?
It was something I saw at my job because they.
Yeah, so it's like, so it actually is 7 heads.
The
Now,
same.
this is not a doctrine, you know, because you got a lot of Israelite nuts be like, UPK teaching the 7 heads is the LGBT. That's not what I'm saying.
I got you. It's lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer and or questioning, intersex, asexual / two-spirit.
God damn.
It's up to
Y'all
8
see
now.
all that? Now, all of those, remember Christ said, ask that demon, what's your name? He said, Legion, for we are many.
Yeah.
That's this thing right here. Legion, for we are many. Make no mistake. I'm gonna give me Ephesians the 6th chapter, and I think it's it could be verse 11 or verse 12. Better shot.
It's like so we also can't forget because I had to work with children as well. And this whole transgender mindset has really taken a firm grip on our children to the point where gender dysphoria is now it is considered a mental disorder by the American Psychiatric Association.
It has to
and
be.
soon they're gonna bully them to remove that as well.
Listen, Ephesians 6 and 12 say, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. You know, a spirit, you know, if you call it a vibe or, you know, spirit is something that moves. The spirit of the alphabet community is something that is moving. And as they get the brush back, they declare a state of emergency.
So like if I could, sir, if you can hear me.
Con, I can hear you.
If I could, sir, like what you said is so heavy because I had to take my kids out of public schools because of what they was pushing on my kids. So I teach them at home now. You know what I'm saying? They don't need to be in school. So they would try to say they're gonna call the police on us, all that kids need to be in school. I'm not putting my kids in school to be homosexual because I don't believe in that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the fight that I fight for.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm fighting for that.
Damn right.
And my kids don't need to be in school. I don't want no damn teacher. I don't want no transsexual teaching my kids math. Are you crazy?
Hey, somebody bring up the gall. He got his hand raised, but I can't bring him up. You're
just-
right, brother.
Okay.
No, you're right, brother. You absolutely right
Yeah,
about
no,
that.
but now I try to keep my kids home as much as I can because what they trying to teach us in school, man, that's not for our people. I mean, you can do. Look, I had my kids in private school, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had to take them out of the private school because they would go into private school and let them wear like pajamas and like funny stuff. And I was like, nah, we're not doing that, man. My kids can go to school regular. Oh, I got a red bar. Hold on.
No, I can hear you, brother. I can hear you just fine.
Okay. Yeah, nah, my kids can go to school. They need to dress with regular clothes. That's what I spent the whole summer grinding for them to wear regular clothes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But you go to school, they want them to wear pajamas. I'm like, nah. We got. I told my rib. I said, nah, we gotta take them out of there because my kids ain't finna be going to no school with no damn pajamas on. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, the school system is that's stupid. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I took them out of there, and we just kind of been teaching them from home, but You know what you get with that. You know what I'm saying? They want to know why you teaching them from home, why you doing this, why you doing that. So a big thing for me was like, okay. Oh, so like if I could, sir, can you hear me? I don't know
Yeah, I
if
hear you
it
just
blinked
fine,
out.
brother. We hear you just fine, brother.
Nah, so I was saying like I set up something separate and let my kids go to school here. So now I'm just trying to build it up to say, all right, I'm trying to build it to where this is like I got my own little I got my own little private little thing. So I'm trying to build it off of that. And I think that like as black people, I think that's what we need to do is like just build our own stuff. I mean, we can build it. It's gonna be a little hard for us, but I mean, we can do it. But I'm like, man, that school system is terrible. It's terrible, man. It's terrible. It's tearing us up, man. It's tearing our kids up. They ain't teaching us nothing. You know what I'm saying? For you to tell my you come in to tell my kids certain things. Do you tell them, oh, they can't miss a day because they sick? Are you crazy? Like that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I might have a kid that might have an ailment or something like that. And you tell me, oh, they can't miss this many days?
But some of the things in the rules are necessary. It keeps things in order. That would be with anything. So as far as sick days and stuff like that, that's a little different. But the lifestyle, for sure, we can't have that lifestyle. And with that LGBTQ community is trying to force that lifestyle on us. Shaw, keep reading that.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
The Human Rights Campaign said its emergency declaration, the first in its more than 40-year history, comes after over 75 anti-LGBTQ bills have been signed into law.
They saw 75 bills come, and that lets you know, I guarantee you, most of them places them bills came from is Republican places. Republicans do not like gays. So the Democrats, that's different. Republicans do not like them like that. Keep going.
It says 75 anti-LGBTQ bills have been signed into law in various states this year, more than doubling last year's number, which was previously the worst year on record.
Now let's find out what those things are, right, that they're blocking. Keep read on.
Conservative lawmakers have focused their efforts on enacting laws banning drag performances.
Why are they trying to ban drag? What drag performances are they banning? Are they banning like It's Raining Men? Oh, good.
They're banning drag queen men dressing up as women, reading to your kids at the local library.
That's what they're banning.
They're banning.
So now, what does your lifestyle have? Like, if you choose as a man you want to be a woman, why should you be allowed to teach kids that? That's your lifestyle. That's not the kids' lifestyle. You understand? Why do you have to do that? You want to say something?
So, yeah. Why would you have thought that would be a good idea?
It's a horrible idea. That's horrible. Right? Keep going.
Gender affirming care.
Gender affirming care, which that right there is not something that has to be specific to that lifestyle. Because you can have a wife that you don't have like legal marriage papers with, and you get that. So everybody gets that. They want something that specifically says, I'm homosexual, I'm lesbian. That's what they're looking for. As opposed, you gonna say something?
This is the type of environment I work in.
Yeah, speak on it.
So they want doctors to be fully acceptable and part of the LGBTQ community or alliance where, okay, you are a man who wants to be a woman. Okay, fine. I'm going to address you as a woman. But when you start talking to me about why you're not getting your monthly cycle, that is an issue. We got to figure out why you're not getting that. That's gender affirming care. That's gender affirming care.
But why would she get a cycle? Why would he?
Because he is now a woman, and they have to accept that is a woman. That's gender affirming care.
Wait.
Yes.
Hold on.
I'm telling you.
I wasn't ready. Wait. Sorry. Wait. Say that one more time. Say that one more time. Because I wasn't ready. I was not ready for that. I wasn't ready for that. Say that one more time.
Gender affirming care is speaking to doctors, physicians, accepting the gender that their client is telling them that they are.
So a man comes in saying he's a woman.
Yes. They have to take care of that person as if they have been a woman their entire life.
Like the doctor's gonna examine him and say, "It's weird. You don't have any ovaries."
Yeah,
I think that means.
Do y'all see
That's
like that spirit? That is such a asinine spirit. Like when you worship the creature more than the creator, like in Romans 1, I think it's like 26 or something like that. They worship the creature more than the creator. So now I have to play make believe as a professional sane doctor.
But that's why they're looking for doctors who are gender affirming. So
So they're looking for doctors that want to play make believe,
or who already
like
are
Mr.
make
Rogers.
believe.
So they want to play Mr. Rogers. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Or they already are being make believe.
So like, okay, so if they meet a doctor that lives that lifestyle,
That is living that lifestyle or accepts that lifestyle.
They should. Maybe that's what they should do. This is America. They do what they want. That's better. But to say that it's a state of emergency for a sane doctor who knows the female organs and the male organs. See a man walk in with male organs. Like, and that's the thing. You can identify as you want. If you're a man that identifies as a woman, you die. Let's say a fire breaks out, you get burned, and they don't know what gender you are. Right. When they go to examine your body, you're going to be identified as a male.
Yeah.
Because you have the organs of a male. Right. No matter what you gender identify. Like, and that's how you know gender identification. I want to make sure I say the right word. It's so superficial.
It's a gender dysphoria.
There's nothing. You know how women like to tell a man there's nothing under the surface. There's nothing under the surface of anybody living an alternative lifestyle. There's nothing under there. You can only go so far. Right. If a woman says she's a man, and then you go to her organs, she has a cycle. She has an ovulation period. She got eggs. She got a vagina. Why would a woman want to give up having a vagina? I don't understand. But I don't understand a man wanting to give up that rod and give it to. I don't understand none of that. So these are the things that they're saying they're under attack for. But what you're really saying is we want to force you to accept us, just like in 1973, they forced them to accept that lifestyle then. The same aggressive approach they took in the 70s is the same aggressive approach they put you now. The only difference is they're calling it a state of emergency so that you can be empathetic to their lifestyle. Nobody's empathetic to a black lifestyle. No. Nobody's empathetic to the Hispanic lifestyle. Nobody, and our lifestyle is what we were born with. Right. You can't hide being black. You can't hide being Hispanic. Right. But if a man that identifies as a woman is in a situation where he need to switch up, he can take all that makeup, he can take all that off and talk with bass in his voice and be a man and get out of that situation. You'll never be able to change your skin. You'll never be able to change your condition. You can't do none of that. Keep reading, please.
Yes, sir. LGBTQ inclusive education, inclusive bathrooms, and laws attacking transgender athletes.
Hey, you know how many rapes took place in them bathrooms? And here's another. You know how I was mentioning earlier how women get advice from gay men? Women don't even realize when they support this, this is all specifically white men. This is a white man that wants to be respected as a woman issue. That's what this is. Women are not trying to go. Women that identify as men are not trying to go into the men's bathroom. You know why? Because that woman, although in her mind, she got enough sense to know if I go in that bathroom, these niggas might think I want to do something. She has enough mental clarity to know I'm still going to go into the women's bathroom. Only a nasty ass rapist wants to go, as a man, wants to go into that bathroom. And what happens? You got men that lie. You got so-called transgender men as criminals. Say, I identify as a woman. Go into the women's pregnant, and they getting the inmates pregnant. Because they got to ride. And what that tell you about the women? They love ride. Right. Let me tell you lesbian women something. If a lesbian woman does not give her lesbian counterpart rod or put the like physical rod in her, she's going to sleep with a man. Guaranteed. Because a woman has to be penetrated. I don't care what. There's nothing that you could tell me on the planet Earth that a woman will ever say she does not want to be penetrated. I don't care what you say. Y'all a little retarded. You putting plastic up in, you putting metal up. Your vagina wasn't made for plastic and metal. It was made for flesh. Salakia. It was made for flesh. Let me be the first to tell you. I don't want nothing in my. Let me stop right there. But it was made for flesh. It was not made for plastic. It was not made for metal or whatever else you putting inside of your vagina. That's not a rod. It was not made for that. Keep reading.
Yes. And laws attacking transgender athletes' ability to play sports, according to the Human Rights Campaign.
This is how. Remember, this is why I said this is a white man. This is white men oppressing all women. I would love to say this is white men oppressing black women. This is not that. This is a white man oppressing all women. Period. There ain't no nigga in niggerdom that's identifying as a woman going into sports. You got the video? You got the video?
Come on, sir.
Get that video for me real fast. I'm gonna show you. Get that video for me.
Ready?
Yep. Born.
And now, making her way to the cage, please welcome Fallon Fox.
This is a man that identifies as a woman going into the goddamn MMA. Now, first of all, for you sisters, I don't understand women that want to beat other women up. I don't understand that. I've never been interested. I almost don't even like MMA fighting.
It's very masculine, right?
But for women, what you want to say, Al?
Salaki, sir, he was a male MMA fighter before he went into the women MMA fight. So he fought
Was he good at it?
No, he got beat. He got beat up.
He got his ass whipped.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Listen. These niggas they getting their ass whipped by the men. They can't swim with the men. So they say, ding, 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 ding. I'm a woman. And I'm gonna go swim with the women. I'm gonna go fight the women. Women don't I remember there's this cat, this is called like the Frankenstein effect. Because women fight for men to be gay. They argue for men to be gay. And you created this problem, women. You should, for any women that supports a gay man, you are absolutely fucking horrible to man and God. Any of y'all, any woman on the face of the planet that supports any homosexual man, you are an absolute enemy to the Most High. Period. I'm telling you from the Lord, straight up. And now you getting your ass whipped. Play. You got the video?
Yes, sir.
This is a man that identifies as a woman. Watch what he do. Go ahead, play.
I don't expect the fight to end. What do I think about my opponent, Irrationality?
This is a man, y'all. Pause it.
I don't think she has a
This is a man. This is a damn man. Now, play it back. Listen to it. Listen to the man's voice right here. We're gonna play his voice at the end. Watch the difference. Play it.
I don't expect the fight to end in a bloodbath. What do I think about my opponent, Irrationality? She's a pretty strong fighter. I don't think she has a technique to beat me. So I'm just going to take it to her over and over again until I win this fight.
Let's welcome her opponent to the cage, Erica Newsom.
I feel really well. I've been training really hard for.
Now that's a woman. She's just a little muscular.
Right. Got a little feminine in her voice and shit like that. She don't know what the hell she about to walk into. Good Lord,
this opportunity for a long time.
And look at this girl. I mean,
Physical specimen, man. Wow.
great shape. She's solid, she's tough, and she's ready to go. She doesn't want Fallon taking home that $20,000.
Good throws and reversals by both fighters.
These girls are getting right into it. Fox delivering the knees, and that's it. Fallon Fox. Holy cow. Game over.
Yeah. Wow.
And a quick finish to our first women's $20,000 championship tournament fight.
Now watch it. How you feeling right now?
I'm feeling excellent. That was
Now,
sweet.
wait, y'all hear his voice now?
But look at his face. Look at his face. The white guy's face. Hold on.
Wait, look at the white guy's face. Wait, before you do that, can you go back to how this man talked?
In the beginning?
This is 1:11 mark. Go back to, go right. Yeah, no, go right there. Watch his voice.
How do I expect the fight to end? In a bloodbath.
See how the voice is a little high pitched.
Yeah, it's pretty strong.
11 mark. Now go scroll up, right? And you right about his voice. Watch.
Look at his face.
Watch his.
How you feeling right now? I'm feeling excellent. That was sweet, huh?
You see? Yo, listen to his voice. You see his voice? Yo, the nigga came out of the man came out of him.
And the I can't even say it. The guy who's interviewing, the look he gave, the smile.
Do it one more time, Sean. Do it one more time.
How you feeling right now? I'm feeling excellent. That was sweet, huh? Did you like that?
Well, he don't
Yeah.
be there.
And I want to tell everyone else, I'm coming in this tournament. Every woman in this tournament better look out.
Every woman,
I'm freaking coming.
Every woman in this tournament, because he's not a woman. That is a man. And he knows he's going to beat every woman. I don't care. You gonna say something?
And he severely fractured or caved in her skull. Her skull had a big dent and fracture.
You know why? Because a man is not supposed to fight a woman.
The bone density is different.
It's not. We're not built the same.
Right.
Y'all could be as tough as you want to be. You're not a man. And women, and you know what? You do not see women that identify as men trying to get into male sports.
Right. You can't.
Right.
They stay right. They stay right in their lane, y'all.
What transgender woman? What transgender man is going to be dunking like LeBron?
Nobody.
No one.
It's not going to happen.
Nobody. So that is so. When we talk about the LGBT and the community, the 1973 when they raided San Francisco, made them change the DSM, made them change the rules. Is the same thing that they So what they've done is they've gradually escalated to the point that we at now, to where now they can declare a state of emergency, but it's not a state of emergency for us. It's us trying to protect ourselves from them.
Right.
You got that article on Target?
Yes.
Give me that article on Target.
Target loses $9 billion in a week following boycott calls over LGBTQ friendly kids clothing.
Because the LGBTQ, they want to make kids clothing that specifically targets their lifestyle.
Right.
Now, these people would tell you they didn't need special clothing for their lifestyle. They just are their lifestyle. So why do you have to push that on children?
Right.
Why they can't wear regular clothes, regular sneakers, wear regular anything? Why do we have to make it about your lifestyle?
Right.
You got Revelations 11 and 8 out? Read that.
Revelations chapter 11, verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom.
Which is spiritually called what?
Sodom.
That's this place. In Revelation, which means to reveal, said that place would be spiritually called Sodom. If you know anything about Sodom, Sodom was where that's where the term sodomize come from, or sodomy comes from, because Sodom was another place that was into homosexuality and all other manner of evil. If I was to read Isaiah 3:9, it says, the show of their countenance doth witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom and hide it not. The alphabet community has now made it to where they don't have to hide who they are.
Right.
That's why they can say we're in a state of emergency, because they can fully come out and say, this is who we are, and do not stop us. Well, without this truth, we'll fall victim to that. So I appreciate y'all joining us this week. We're going to end it on that. Next week, look forward to us every Thursday, 10 to 12. Chaataza should be back here rocking and rolling with us. Until next week, Israel, I say shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.